So we got two new weapons today. We're going to focus on the Cronen Squall, which is a battle rifle, and it is surprisingly good. Almost meta category. I think it needs to be in enough hands in the wild, fully leveled. But in terms of TTK, handling, ADS speed, damage per mag, all the variables that you're looking for when it comes to being a meta weapon, this thing pretty much checks all the boxes. As part of the update, they added gunfight, which makes testing weapons infinitely easier. I was able to get all the damage profiles with the various ranges, and then also figure out the rate of fire by going and doing some timestamp and stuff, by counting frames and all that stuff. Then once you plug all those into the spreadsheet, it kind of kicks out all the TTK and damage numbers. This thing does kill pretty quick. Up close, you can expect a sub 500 TTK if you're aiming for the chest and head. So that is a pretty fast TTK. You're talking about 5-6 shots to kill. More than likely 6-ish shots to kill if you're more accurate. Closer to 7 if you're less accurate. And then it has a damage drop off around 33 meters, and then that brings the TTK down to around a 7 shot to kill, which is still pretty fast at 537 milliseconds. This will be a great sniper support option if the recoil is manageable for you. And why I bring up the recoils, because that's usually what determines long range meta. But if the recoil is typically a little bit higher, you can use it as sniper support if the TTK is very good. And I think you can build this thing out. It does have that reverse M4 recoil where it kind of covers like the RAM, where it goes up and to the left. So you just got to account for that when you're managing it. Fire rate is 670, which is faster than a lot of the meta weapons we've been using for a while, which the Hemlock was right around 600, which makes this gun a little bit more forgiving. And with the higher damage, the damage per mag comes up to 2200. And then after about 48 meters, it drops up to its lowest damage, which still gives you a pretty good TTK of around 8 shots to kill. And 8 shots is 627 milliseconds, which is about 150 to 200 milliseconds faster than the Hemlock's average TTK. So you end up with some pretty good meltingness with this gun. I would borderline say broken, but I haven't had enough playtime on 250 health players at like 100 meters to really feel how broken this thing is. But in all the gameplay in the background that you're looking at is 250 health against bots. So this gives you a realistic TTKs on hand testing. So with that, we'll go over some base attachments. A lot of this is kind of copy and paste from builds. We'll get a little bit more hands-on testing as time goes on. We use the aim op with high velocity. This last barrel that focuses on recoil control, bullet velocity, damage, range. And we use the Socken thread, and this helps with recoil. The Socken ZX grip doesn't unlock for whatever reason. Hopefully they get that fixed because it should be unlockable. This is a private match. Even though I've fully leveled the gun, I still do not have access to that. Unfortunately, they don't have like a 45 round mag, which would probably be good too, so it'd be slightly faster. But with all the ADS buffs, this gun definitely feels more like a rifle than it does a battle rifle. And default, it's fully auto, so you don't have to worry about spamming. Just hold that trigger and you're pretty much good to go. For the tuning, I kind of have it set up like this, more towards gun kick and stabilization. Recoil steadiness, didn't really modify the damage range or ADS too much, and then high velocity is kind of set up there. Rear grip is probably the one I would go with instead of high velocity. Once it gets fixed, I would go with this Socken ZX, but it's currently bugged. What else is new? And then aim op, I generally put this close, but that is preference. You can put it to whatever the heck you want. I don't know if it'll get nerfed or not. I feel like it's very solid, at least in the sniper support. Could potentially be a long range meta based purely off TTK and recoil alone. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a great day.